Welcome everybody. I'm very happy you're here today. As Drew said, I've done a few classes with Creative Live. I think too many to count. So I'm happy to be back. I love teaching with Creative Live, and today is all about using your flash, using a single flash to create beauty shots, beauty photos, beauty images. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what beauty images are, talk about how to use a single flash. If you're new to flash photography, you're in the right spot. If you started flash photography a while ago and you kind of put it away in the box and in the shelf and then you pull it out recently, like a few of you in the audience have already told me, then today's your day, because we're going to talk about how to use that flash to create wonderful, beautiful images. As Drew said, I've been in the photography world a long time. I won't spend too much time talking about me, but just so you know where I've been and what I've done, I've been a pro for about 20-ish years, 20 years, and I do everything. I do portraits, I do landscapes, I write books, I run trips all around the world. I go to Africa and Galapagos and Iceland, all of these places. I love photography. I absolutely love it. And I love teaching photography. So today, I'd love to interface with you all. If you're watching online, send in those questions. Here in the audience, feel free to ask questions at any point in time. And we'll always try to manage, getting through the material and answering questions. But I think I do a good job of balancing those two things. So today, we're going to be spending the first section just talking about gear, because everybody wants to talk about gear. What do you need to create beautiful photos? What do you need in terms of cameras? What lenses are going to work best for this? And then, of course, what about the flashes? Because this is all about flash and learning flash. One point I want to make is that I'm not going to be spending a lot of time really talking about posing or model dynamics. We have a lot of classes at Creative Live that cover that. Today is really all about kind of a little bit more on the technical side of things, okay? Then the next section is we're going to be talking about lighting styles for beauty shots. So you can see over here, I've got tons of lighting equipment, mostly modifiers. And that looks intimidating. And I mostly have this all on set because I know those of you in the classroom here and those watching at home, some of you may have an umbrella, some of you may have a softbox, some of you may have a beauty dish. And I'm going to try and show you how to create these looks with the tools that you have and the tools that you already own. But everything will be done with one flash today. Everything, which is pretty cool. Then we get to shooting. Later in the session, we'll be actually shooting photos with a model. We'll call the model in about 30, 40 minutes from now, and we'll create some fantastic beauty shots, bright, airy, vibrant. And then finally, I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about post-processing. And the reason why is because when you're shooting with one flash, you're kind of a little bit of a disadvantage, And so when you're shooting with multiple flashes, you can really sculpt the light. You can use multiple flashes on the backdrop, you can use multiple flashes on the subject, but when you're using one flash, well, a lot of times we need to pull in some post-processing work. So I'm going to be doing some work in Lightroom today, just to give you some easy, quick steps for how to retouch a face, how to deal with that background, get that background nice, bright, white, all of that good stuff.